Agenda item number 7, the superintendent's report.
Thank you, Mr. Weiland. Tonight, I would like to congratulate the championship Model UN team who won first place at the University of Pittsburgh Model UN tournament held on October 26. Our students won the first place award for best team representing Ethiopia and the third place team representing Turkey. The competition featured 7 communities in total, and Mount Lebanon students won first place in 5 and second place in the remaining 2. Students who won first place individual awards. Kristen, are these pictures on the website? Their pictures on the website, so I'm going to just say their first name: Sava, Felix, Mahima, Aswandi, Rushal, Kakad, and Deborah. So I want to thank those students and congratulate them for that first place win. Capturing second place honors were Nadia and Amy, and winning third place was Trenton Wood. And if you'd like to see their pictures, they're on the front page of the website. Now, we have a group of young women who are holding up the wall back there, but they are our tennis team. They're an awesome group of people. I have the pleasure of recognizing some of our student athletes on their success during this fall's WPIAL championships. First, I want to welcome the WPIAL Championship girls tennis team. Is that you across the whole back there, right? Awesome. Women, do you know the last time you won a WPIAL championship? 1991. What an awesome accomplishment. I would like to give extra congratulations to Sophia Cunningham and Sylvia Erickson, who were the 2022 WPIAL doubles champions. Which two are those two that just gave each other a fist pump? Raise your hands so the rest of the board can see you. Congratulations to you. And I believe we have our cross-country champion here also. Is she here? Oh, she's out running tonight. But I did want to mention that Logan St. John Kletter won the WPIAL cross-country champion. And Logan, spectacular performance, and we're very proud of you. So I want to congratulate all of our students. So I want to get your picture all up together in front of the board. Because since 1991, we haven't won a WPIAL championship. How about next year? Do we look good for it next year? Okay, good. Who's a senior in the group? Anybody? Ah, okay. So let's get you in the front and face that direction. That's good, right there. Wait. All right. Congratulations. And before I introduce Dr. Copeland and his staff, I want to wish our families, staff, and students a happy Thanksgiving, and hopefully that you get a chance to take a little bit of rest, but certainly deserve it, everybody. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. So now I would like to introduce Dr. Darby Copeland. He's the director of Parkway West Career and Technology Center, and he's brought a couple of his colleagues, and you're going to, oh, you got slides too, Darby. Okay, wonderful. WPIAL Championship tennis team, right. When's the last time you played tennis? You need to use a microphone too, Darby.
Okay.
You were in high school.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school.
Okay.
How about that? So thank you all for giving us a little of your time this evening, to the board for allowing us to come, and Dr. Steinhauer. I'd like to introduce what I'd like to refer to as my right and left arm. Mr. Mike Letty is our assistant principal. Mr. Brock Snedeker is our assistant director and principal. And we're happy tonight to give you an update about Parkway. And I kind of look back We were scheduled to come give an update in April of 2020.
What
Yep.
happened then?
Can't recall.
Exactly. So start out with just some statistics for you. Only 33.3% of high school graduates earn a four-year degree in 4 years, and only 63% of high school graduates earn a four-year degree in 6 years. Pretty daunting statistic. Only 33% of jobs nationwide require a bachelor's degree or higher. So it's every physician, every attorney, every what have you. Student loan debt, $890 billion more than credit card debt, the largest ever in history. 48 million Americans have 1.75 trillion in U.S. student loan debt. And approximately 1/3 of community colleges, including ours here in Community College of Allegheny County, approximately 1/3 of their students have a bachelor's degree or higher. And they're back for training to get a job that they can actually get a job in. Now, hearing all that, you're probably sitting there thinking this guy's kind of anti-college, and he's at Mount Lebanon, right? Just absolutely opposite. About 84% of our kids go right to college from Parkway. But more often than not, it's a technical school or it's a community college setting to refine the skills that they learned at Parkway. So what we're going to tell you a little bit about tonight is just some of the opportunities that are available, and want to tell you a little bit about how Parkway is doing and about how your kids specifically are doing at Parkway. Mr. Snedeker is going to do the next couple slides.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brock Snedeker. I'm the principal at Parkway. Mike and I work closely with your high school administrative team, mainly with Dr. Mitchell's wonderful. We work very close with her, and as far as Mr. Thompson as well. So on the screen, you'll just see our 16 majors that we have at Parkway. So you can just kind of scroll down those at your own leisure. I just want to kind of just want you to pay particular attention to the hyphenated courses on there. And embedded in some of our programs, we have we do get some kids at some time, or some students at times that they come their senior year, or they may only be able to come 1 year. So there are some programs at Parkway that you can just take in 1 year, which is your nail technician, and make a good living doing that as well. So embedded in our health occupations technology program, we have a pharmacy tech, as well as phlebotomy as well. So you can make a nice living. We constantly have the Market District, Walgreens, just begging us for a pharmacy technician. So those are our 16 majors that we have at Parkway. The newest program that started this year is our Power Motorsports program, which is geared towards more of your small engine repair. We've had a lot of interest, and folks come to Parkway, and it's just they can't find those type of mechanics out there. And you have this, all these side-by-sides and four-wheelers and just in high demand, and it's just hard to find those mechanics in the workforce. So we started that program, and typically, when we start a program, it's like, hey, 15 kids is kind of a good start. We're actually, I think, around 40 some kids already in that program. So a lot of interest, and it is up and running. So some Parkway facts. There's 4 CTCs in Allegheny County. We are the largest CTC in Allegheny County, and also the fastest growing around the state of Pennsylvania as well. We have, over 9 years, our enrollment has increased 112%, so which is great. It's a good problem to have. Yeah, we're bursting at the seams with students at Parkway, so it's great news. So last year, we are the only Cummins pre-apprenticeship program in Pennsylvania in a high school, or actually a career center setting. So we partner with Cummins to where students have advanced placement within their associate's program once they leave Parkway. So we are the only in Pennsylvania. So the budget, we try to keep at least indexed for the last 5 years. And how we stay to that index is because we do a lot of outside work. At Park, we bring a lot of outside customers' cars in. We do a lot of stuff with the public as far as our culinary department, as far as our cosmetology. So it offsets a lot of prices because we be, paying for that, for those things anyway. So by bringing them in, we kind of, of course, it's a really reduced rate for the public. So it kind of offsets that, and it's just, it works out perfect for us. So we do have academic courses at Parkway, and we like to, just kind of tout that they are all NCAA accredited for any student that plans on going post-secondary for sports. So students earned a total of 5,097 industry credentials in the last 5 years. So these are portable industry certs. So these are what gets kids jobs. It makes them employable, and we strive on that, and we just kind of hey, these kids need to have these portable industry certs so they can go out and get jobs. And like Dr. Copeland said, a lot of our students do go on to post-secondary, so these are all portable industry certs where these kids can go out and get jobs as soon as they leave Parkway. So our average NOCTI pass rate is 97%. So if you're not familiar with our NOCTI is our standardized test at Parkway. There is a written portion and there's a performance portion. So we like to tout that we are maintaining 97%, which is great. I would mount that up to any CTC in Pennsylvania and say that we, are the best as far as test scores. So, all right. Sure, absolutely. I was just going to say that actually.
This is tremendous. What you do.
Oh, thank you.
Have you seen the uptick in enrollment due to a lot of like the industry indicators?
I think so. And actually, we were just talking about COVID, and we thought, with COVID, that would kind of decrease some things, but it has done the total opposite. But yeah, absolutely. I think just the demand, and I think it's just resonating with parents as well, to kind of talk with their children and kind of say, hey, maybe this isn't a bad route to go, and if you're interested and so forth. But yeah, absolutely. I think that has a great deal to do with it.
So our funding comes from the students, it's tuition. We get a wee little bit of Perkins money. About 79% of our funding is directly from tuition from students. We get a little bit of subsidy from the state, and we get a little bit of Perkins dollars. Unfortunately, CTCs get very little direct funding from, other than Perkins. That's the only federal government direct funding that we receive. I'm sure you guys are aware you got a lot of ESSER money, right? Well, we fought for about a year, and then we got about that much, which we were happy to have. But ours is largely funded by the districts.
Have you seen any interest from companies wanting to kind of strengthen institutional partnerships?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. This is a done deal, so I'll say it. Last year, I was invited to a meeting with the Bricklayers Union. And I remember when you were building the high school, and I remember having a conversation with Dr. Steinhauer saying, you would think after all these years there would be a better way to do this, but our project's behind because there aren't any block layers, right? So the union approached us last summer and said, what would it take for you to open a bricklaying program? We just don't have any room, we're full. So what would it take? Well, I'd need you to build me a building. They said, okay. So we left and, but yeah, that's going to happen. They're going to build about $1 million building on our campus. We're going to open a bricklaying program. So those things are really starting to happen. Representative Robinson was able to secure a state grant for $500,000 for that. And Bricklayers going to pay the other. And that will be a program that we brought to the kids with virtually no cost.
That's great.
So yeah, we're really excited about it. So I hope I answered your, yep.
Any other questions? All right, so Mr. Letty is up.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I have the awesome opportunity to talk to you about our shared students. But before I do that, just a little bit more about Parkway. So Parkway is made up of 12 districts in the western part of Allegheny County, everywhere from up at 19 from KO to Mount Lebanon to Upper St. Clair, and then all the way out by the airport from Moon and West Allegheny and everywhere in between. But we're also made up of some out-of-jointure districts. These are districts that typically don't come to Parkway. For the majority of them, they're not even in Allegheny County, but they're in our proximity where we offer something that they don't. So one of the more popular programs in that scenario is our diesel program. We have students from the northern part of Washington County, Fort Cherry area school district, Cannon Mac area school district, that they send to a CTC that does not offer that program. But those students really want that. In their region, it's in high demand. So where are they going to go? They're going to go to the next closest and the biggest one that there is, and that's going to be Parkway. So we have 9 out-of-jointure districts that send to us currently. We talked about the 16 major programs and these 6 academic courses that are offered. So these are for students that really want to come to Parkway, but they can't find it in their schedule to make up the time. So what we do is we offer, our most common is a history, like a U.S. history, or a science, like a chemical properties class. It's something that they would be getting back at their home school, back in Mount Lebanon, but they can't make up the time. So we're going to offer it at Parkway. They're going to miss a little bit of their program, of whatever program they picked, to go to that history class, go to that science class, but they still get enough hours that they can complete in our programs as well. So we talked about the NOCTI, and NOCTI is our big test at the end of the year, right? 97% pass rate for the entire school. 94 graduation rate, 99.4% graduation rate, and we have 38 professional staff. So we have 16 major programs, but 38 professional staff. And the majority of that is our instructors, because our instructors are a 2 or 3 teacher program. So for example, of a high demand like cosmetology, they have 3 instructors. Or a vet tech, they have 3 instructors. Almost all our programs are at least a 2 instructor. And 21 non-professional staff, and we have around 1,200 students. All right, so our shared students, Mount Lebanon and Parkway. There's currently 63 Mount Lebanon students that attend Parkway. Last year's statistics for your NOCTI, all students that from Mount Lebanon that attended Parkway received a 100% on the advanced portion of their NOCTI, meaning that they scored their sections advanced, competent, or basic. All of the students from Mount Lebanon placed in the advanced category. And those Mount Lebanon students earned 87 credentials. So again, these are credentials. These are what the employers are telling us. So this is what they need so we can hire them. For example, in construction, they're OSHA 10 or they're OSHA 30. This is something that the employers would typically have to provide for them to get the job. We're providing it so that they have the leg up on the people that they're interviewing against. That's just one example of the many, many certifications that we offer at Parkway. Any questions on my slides? Come on. All right, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Copeland to finish it up.
Thank you. So I want to thank Ms. Johnson, who sits on our JOC and is always there and not afraid to ask difficult questions. We certainly appreciate you. And, Dr. Steinhauer was one of 2 superintendents from our 12 school districts that were superintendent when I took over. So I did the math. We have 12 school districts. I've been through 34 superintendents in the last 10 years. So he'll be leaving, and only Dr. Stropka from Keystone Oaks will be one of the original ones. And Dr. Steinhaus always supported the kids at Parkway and the school in general. So we certainly appreciate you and certainly wish you a happy retirement. Well deserved. What questions do you have?
What's in the box?
Oh, yeah, the good news. Okay, so at your place, I left you a little box of goodies from our culinary arts students, and also a folder with some of the Parkway services that were talked about earlier this evening. Every program that can offer a community service does. If you need anything on there that you see, please give me a call. We'd be happy to get you over. If there's any board member who would like to tour Parkway, please let me know or let Dr. Steinhauer know. We'll work collaboratively to get you out. It's a very friendly environment, and your kids do very well there, as evidenced by your test scores.
Fruits and vegetables are in the boxes from the culinary arts students.
I can't wait. I saw this meme on the internet, and it was a Krispy Kreme box. When you opened up, it had a fruit and vegetable in it, and it said April Fools. So I said, I can't wait to do that to somebody this year.
You didn't do it for us.
Well, I'm
No,
glad it wasn't
absolutely
us.
not. I do enjoy. Any other questions?
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, well, thank you for allowing us to come out. I know you guys have an
Yeah.
ambitious agenda, And I think it's important for you to know, I mean, Parkway is your school. You own 1/12 of it. And it's important for you to know what's there and the opportunities that are available for the children here at Mount Lebanon.
Darby, does, enrollment-wise, we're not the biggest enrollment-wise, are we?
We are the biggest in
Mount
Allegheny
Lebanon-
County.
I meant Mount Lebanon, the jointer schools.
Oh, no, but your numbers are pretty high now. I can remember a time when there was 10 or 12 from Mount Lebanon, and you're, I believe, 63 I saw.
Yeah.
The largest is Chartiers Valley, and then Moon and West Allegheny are kind of in there. They kind of go back and forth. Any
Thank you.
other questions from anybody? Well, thank you all for your time. Have a wonderful holiday. Hope you enjoy some time with family and friends this week. And our cards are in there. Please call if you have any questions, or if you'd like to come out, we'd love to show you around.
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Take
much.
care.
Anything else in your report, Dr. Stein?
Oh, I'm sorry, and that ends my report.